Oh shit, don't tell me the sound wasn't on again. I'm really sorry. To Emma Leviathan, Clumsy Clairvoyant, Benny Blanco, and Trident, this story is for you. I love you guys. So anyway, there was this woman named Atalanta. She was born, and her family didn't want her because they wanted only boys. And so they dropped her off in some forest. And she was raised by some bears. And the bears taught her how to hunt. And after the bears taught her how to hunt, eventually some hunters found her. And they taught her how to hunt even better. And eventually she was adopted by a royal family. And the father loved her very much, and he said, well, I don't want anyone to marry my daughter. So I'm going to stage this impossible race because I know she's the best, fastest racer in the whole of the land. And so he started this race, and whoever could beat Atlanta could marry her. But no one could beat Atlanta, and so they were all killed. But this one year, this guy named Hippomenes, who was this arrogant guy, but he really had a crush for Atlanta, decided to win the race. And so he thought, how can I win this race? And so he went to the goddess Aphrodite, also known as Venus, and he said, how can I win this race? And Venus said, well, I know one way you can win this race. I have a little secret. And so she had some golden apples. And so she gives Hippomenes some of these golden apples. She said, throw one of these golden apples at her feet. And every time you've slowed down in the race, throw one of these golden apples and you can beat her. And so Hippomenes entered the race. And he started to race Atlanta, and just like the tortoise and the hare was way ahead, and the tortoise was way behind. But Hippomenes threw one of the golden apples under her feet, and Atlanta could not resist the delicious, juicy golden apple and had to pick it up. And so she did. And then he got way ahead of her, and then he started slowing down, and she got ahead of him, and he threw another golden apple, and she picked it up, and he got ahead of her again. And he was running real fast, and then she started to overtake him, and just as she started to overtake him, he threw the last golden apple he had. And Atlanta just could not resist picking up that delicious golden apple. And so Hippomenes crossed the finish line. But fortunately, Atlanta loved Hippomenes. And so when he won the race, it was all good. And they fell in love and had children. But unfortunately, they forgot one thing. They forgot to thank Aphrodite, who had given the golden apples in the first place and helped Hippomenes win the race. And so, in revenge, Aphrodite turned them into lions. And so the moral of the story is, if you ask the goddess for a favor, don't forget to thank her. I just want to thank everybody, and I love you. Like, share, and subscribe, and have a great night.